If you told me we were going to concede 1 goal this episode, I would have bit your hands off. Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode, and we're playing Liverpool. What more can I say? It's Liverpool. Liverpool are flying high at the top of the table, 3 points ahead of Man United, who have played a game more. It is between United and Liverpool at this point in time, but United have just recently beat Leeds 3-0, which helps us off the bottom of the table. Now I think we were bottom, we're not now. We are third from bottom, so it's important we do get some points in this episode, especially the Watford game. They are lying in 11th position. There's no other transfer business. I think it was all done in the last episode, so that's good. We don't have to worry about ourselves about that. Money-wise, we've got a little bit of money. We're back up to nearly 3 million. Transfer budget, there is none, but I am contemplating just changing that budget. But I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Not a lot, 20 grand a week. Not even that, 16. If we have a look at the club visions as well, they're very pleased to not signing players over the age of 30, which is great. Play entertaining football, which we are doing now, I guess, if that's as much as you can tell. Work within the budget, we're almost on there. 2-year contracts for first team players. They're not judging, it's favoured, but it's not urgent, I don't think. Current season, fight bravely against relegation. Does that mean we're going to... Well, does that mean that they're expecting us to get relegated? I suppose they are. And we've passed everything else, failed the FA Cup. Okay, right, into the game. The schedule at the moment, it's not a great one. We lost to Arsenal and we drew with West Ham, which isn't too bad. But we did try a new formation last episode as well, which we're going to continue this time around. We are on TV against Liverpool today, so let's hope we don't get too much of a thrashing. Liverpool, on the other hand, wow, look at this. They're on a bit of a roll, really, aren't they? Swansea, Arsenal, Chelsea, Huddersfield and Newcastle. Wow. The side that's going to take them on there, I am contemplating putting Ribeiro in, but not for this game, I don't think. Muric is in goal. We've got Dremer, Didi, Buongiorno and Colville at the back. We've got Robertson and McCormick in the centre, our strongest midfielders, I believe. Hawks, this is a new chap. He's only 20 years old. He was with Liverpool. We managed to bag him last season. I think he was in our under 23s or under 18s. And we decided to, I think he was at least. Anyway, I think he was, yes. 11 goals he's bagged, 3 assists, 2 man of the matches from a wing position. Right wing, and he can play up top if need be as a false 9, but we're not going to go with that, are we? And I think he'll do relatively well as well. He's got a good crossing and can dribble the ball as well. We're just going to give him a chance out on that right wing. Inverted inside and winger as well, so even better. If we needed to, we could play these two as inverted wingers. So Hawks, Levitt and Gomez. And then we've got Frin up front. Pietro is still injured. He's not got long left. A couple of days before he's back, and the same with Ethan Laird, which of course who else gets injured nearly every 5 minutes. Brewster up front, 8 goals in 19. They got Rodrigo, 12 and 8. Wow, Dybala. Oh, good grief! And Salah. This is going to be harsh for us, isn't it? It's a matter of, again, keeping the score down. They're not very kind to teams at the bottom, are they? Into the changing rooms. There's no real pressure. We'll go with the faith at least anyway. I mean, we're not expected to win this one, but it would be nice to come away with something as we're lining up into group huddles. And let's kick off. Right, a minute in and we haven't conceded the goal, which is great. Wonderful stuff. I bet they're wondering what on earth is going on here. Why are they coming attacking at us? Well, I'll tell you why, because we want the points. But speaking of points, Liverpool do come forward with De Jong, and Dybala plays it into the centre. Rodrigo straight into Muric's hands. Thankfully, he caught the ball. It's not very often I can say that as Muric puts it down. A good kick up. It's a very good kick, and Frin's on goal. He's offside apparently, but that doesn't even count as a chance either, does it? As the cross comes in, it's in the back of the net, referee. Oh, come on, seriously. You're not going to give me that? It's in. It's in the net. Is he accepting it? Referee, come on. It's not accepted. That's harsh. McCormick's having a very he's having a good game, but he's only on a 6.6 and he's looking very tired out there, as we are making the chances count, that ones that we are getting. Not as much possession as I would like, but it is against Liverpool. Liverpool 40% crosses completed. We've got 11, 2 out of 19. That's not great, but okay, we're not doing that great. We are playing slightly better than Liverpool though. Changing rooms then. Excellent effort. Let's go again. I am possibly thinking of changing McCormick though. He's looking motivated. So let's go and see if we can get a bit more motivation out of them. Half an hour to go in a couple of minutes. As we have a corner. Love it. The goalkeeper comes. Alisson, and he's just gone and caught that, didn't he? Plays it out to Grimaldo though, who scampers down that right and left hand side. Going to tackle? No, we don't. Mane, good block. Cross comes in, back of the net. Wow, easy as pie, isn't it? Easy as chips. What can I say? 28,000. We're 1-0 down. Hopefully, it might just give them a kick up the bum, as he plays a wow. Plays a good ball into him, and then look at that. It's a great goal. Defenders are just standing around though. That's not what I want to say, but so let's demand a little bit more, then the more focus as well. Liverpool are just lolling around. Right, I'm going to pause it. We've not had much from our inside forwards. Let's go on support then. Same with you, Gomez. You're not really... actually, I'm going to have you as an inside forward. And I can have you as an inside forward as well. Why don't we just have inside forwards? Attacking midfielder. That might work for us. Just cover that gap in there. We're going to bring in Kloss, I think, for this one. McCormick is okay there, but we're going to bring... can we bring Reece Cole in? What can he do? Ball winner, box to box. Sort that out. Right, okay, let's go again. We are... racking up the yellow cards as Liverpool once again come at us. Cross comes in off the bar. I tell you what, that should have gone in, but how we managed to keep it out, or the fact that our goal kept out. 1-0 isn't a bad scoreline at the moment, but Liverpool have racking up the shots on goal as well, as they come forward again. Alexander-Arnold plays it into De Jong. They're coming forward. Salah's got loads of room, and Rodrigo, and that's a miss. That is a miss. Can we get creative out there? We're still attacking though, so we're taking them by surprise a little bit. So if I said we were going to lose 1-0, I think I'd bite their hands off. Come on, last couple of minutes. Demand more. Let's go. Couple of minutes. Let's go. Bit more. No, as we take a 1-0 loss. That is a massive improvement from where we were the first time we played Liverpool. But it's still a 1-0 loss though, all the same, and we're still at the bottom of the table. So that won't help us none. But it was an excellent effort. We can't grumble with that at all. A home game. We've taken by surprise. We come unstuck. Wow. 57 minutes. I think we played rather well. 12 games remaining for ourselves, and it is looking rather bleak though down at the bottom. But Swansea are looking rather bleaker than what we are. They've conceded a lot more goals than we have. Only 4 goals more, but we've scored 22. It's not a lot, is it? If we just survive at this one season, then we may have a chance. Right, we've got 2-week break now. Do we play a friendly just to keep the legs ticking over, or do we go on holiday for 2 weeks? Mosey over to the Watford game. I'm not sure whether we'll play a friendly in between time, but we shall see, and we'll see you guys very shortly. Welcome back everybody to the University of Bolton. We haven't moved. 2 weeks have passed. We have played a friendly in between time. Again, that was at home as well. So really, we've not moved from our changing rooms. I've kept them in there. That's what I've done. They've got Zidane as their manager. Wow, when did this happen? When did that happen? Right, okay, we've got Muric in goal, we've got Dremer, Didi, Buongiorno and Cole at back, no change at the back. McCormick and Robertson, there's no change in the centre. There is one change in the midfield, attacking midfield. Kloss comes in to Levitt. And Hawks and Gomez, I'm playing them as inside forwards this time round. On attack, we do want to try and push the ball more into the goal. We want them scoring goals. The game against Liverpool was great, but we didn't create any chances at all, so I'm hoping this is going to happen. And we've got Frin, our lone striker, up front. Pietro is almost there. Ennis we've received offers for, same with McCarthy as well, and I am considering Brandon Williams as well. He was one of the other players I wanted to let go, but we didn't really get didn't get a chance for, because we hadn't got anybody in to cover him if he did go. McCormick, on the other hand, he is refusing to sign a contract. So even though he's playing in today's game, we have got Blin that can play in that central position. Same with Leo as well. Watford, on the other hand, they got Sarrigi and Pedro up front, so they've got 7 and 2. So you get 7-0 and a 6-2. Okay, they're scoring goals. In fact, they're scoring goals all right. Everybody's getting involved. Quina is the one you really need to keep an eye on. Is he making his debut there? Carrot, he is making a debut. We've got Kanate. Let's have a look at the goalkeeper. He's conceded 35 and 27. What have we done? 41 and... Yes. It's not great, is it? Straight into the changing rooms then. Pick up where we left off. They seem okay by that, actually. It's a good result against Liverpool. We can't not take that away from them. Into the tunnels. It might give us a boost. It might just take one result to go down. I guess we're about to find out. It's always good to have somebody there. Too many talking. I think I'd do more of the media stuff as well, just so we can get our reputation up of playing around with the media, I guess, if that's a better word for it. As we have got Kloss as a more central attacking midfielder this time, as opposed to just on the side. Just give our inside forwards a little bit of wiggle room to cut inside if need be. As time is passing, we have the corner. It's on. No, we haven't. Buongiorno going to play it back. He doesn't. He plays it all the way over to Robertson, who plays it all the way to Kloss this time. Cross as a shot. It's gone over and everybody's seating there. I'm assuming that's the Watford fans behind the goal there. Watford is a team that's beatable, and Hawks is injured, which we're going to take him off. He's only young, so who do we have in? Do we... Levitt, can Levitt play there? I'm assuming he can't. What about Nicholas? He's more of a winger, I guess. Or do we bring in McCarthy? Plays an inside forward, actually, on attack as well. Let's do that. Let's bring McCarthy in. We have accepted a couple of offers on him, so we'll see if he's any good on the right hand side. He'll have to play anyway, won't he? I guess half an hour to go. A point is on the cards. We are making a few inroads. 5 shots. Can we get a little bit creative up there? Come on. We have the ball. Robertson. We'll play it all the way back to Muric though. As you know what, it makes me very nervous when he does that, but he does play the good ball. Gomez loses a ball, which isn't ideal. We did have a friendly. We won that 7-0. Gomez scoring, Hawks scoring. So they both scored and played really well. I was hoping they'd carry that into this game, as the 2-week break is always destroys momentum. As a friend wins the ball over on the left hand side, cuts inside his own goal. Straight at the goalkeeper. That's unfortunate. As Watford attacks straight away. I'm not liking this one, but it's a good tackle though. Kloss over to Frin. Frin cuts inside. He's on goal. He plays over to McCarthy. Darn it. We haven't got full capacity. That's disappointing. Can we bring somebody else in? Gomez. Come on, my son. Attack on a wing then. Can you attack on a wing? We can. Kloss, you're going to come off. We're going to bring in... I'm going to bring Charlie Nicholas in here as a shadow striker, and I'm going to bring Blin in instead of McCormick instead. See if we can just jostle a little bit here as well. Come on then, guys. Last 5 minutes. Let's push it all up. Come on. The fact that we've toe to toe with them, 4 minutes of added time, no highlights at all. Wow. If they said that we weren't going to score a goal this episode and come away with a point, I'd probably snatch their hands off. But considering we're at home, it's not the best result. See what the table looks like, but it's not great. not great at all. We are struggling now, it has to be said, and we'll send the assistant to that one. I'm not going to talk to them. Bolton look bereft of confidence after suffering the 5th Premiership game without a victory. This has to change. Looking forward to breaking the world record for games without a win, because we're generally that bad right now. Oh dear. Bolton till I die. It's not looking good, is it, really? I think we're getting a bit carried away after that. Watford are still much better side than us, where we barely created anything. We had a quite few chances, I guess. That was so dull. It's not looking great for us at all. Swansea lose, which is a godsend. So we are we're climbing. We're 3 points off safety. We've got 11 games to go, and it is going to get very, very difficult now. Wolves are just above us. Southampton we have got coming up shortly as well in the next episode. A game we have to win. Arsenal draw with Fulham, so Fulham are still fighting up there, and they're in the European spot as well. They've got a 10-point gap as well from Newcastle, so they should be okay. We need to start climbing very quick. It's I'm getting very nervous. Got a couple of games unbeaten run going now. 0-0 against Watford. It can't be helped, but Southampton and Wolves coming up next in the next episode. Hopefully we'll do something there. I'm hoping, but the fact that we're not scoring goals is beginning to be a real issue. So we did that 7-0. Angel Gomez getting 2, Hawks getting 1. Frin with a couple, Dremer and Pietro score as well. He is still injured, but I think he came on towards the end, did he? I'm sure he did. We got 6 million in the bank now, so the money's going in, and TV revenue is amazing. Having this much money is fantastic. It's whether or not we can hang on to them now as well. The transfers I was talking about, McCarthy, we got Lask, Ghent and Rangers after him, about £7 million, and Ennis as well. He rejected the let contract. He didn't want to go there. Potential wages saved, I didn't notice this before. £34,000 a week, and income 10 million, rising up to 15. So there's a possibility there, but that's all kibosh now because Ennis is refused. I might play him in the next game or not. I'm not so sure. Under 18s win against Scarborough. Under 23s, that's very good. And this chap I am looking at as well, he's only 17 years old, 16 goals in 29. He looks the real deal as well, dribbling and crossing, and very, very good physicals. He could, well, I just want somebody on that left hand side, but we'll see. It's the fact that we haven't got proper wingers, or especially on the right hand side. Gomez can play there, but I'm wondering whether to stick him in the centre, see what happens. But I think that's about it. That's where we're going to leave it. We have very few games now to save our season, and it's not looking great at all. So this next month coming up, March, is very, very important, but April is going to be more important. That is the month really that's going to be a do or die. We don't come away with 2 wins in that month, then we are really struggling, and it's a possibility we may get relegated. If we do, it happens, I guess, and that could be the end of the save if we get sacked. So we shall see what happens. We are fighting bravely against relegation, but we just need a couple of wins. Against Villa and Bournemouth was great, but the 2 friendlies 9 and 7, and it hasn't really helped us much with the draw. 1 point, we don't score a goal, but we only concede a goal. If someone said we were going to concede 1 goal against Liverpool, I'd bite their hands off. Not really much to talk about. Quite a boring episode though, to be fair. Not many chances. We do need to get out this rut though. So if you enjoy that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more news to the channel, please subscribe, and hopefully next episode we may come away with a couple of points, hopefully, or an unbeaten episode, which would be really nice as well. So until next time guys, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.